All right. So I did this video last year, Des, and I'm gonna do it again this year. I did it last year when everybody was saying Ryan Garcia was washed. That's the end of him. So
Yeah,
what I'm gonna
I
say
remember
here
when
is
you did that.
exactly. So I'm doing the same thing for Devin Haney. So what's next for Devin Haney? Um, I say this, Des. I say get the Sandor Martin fight,
Hmm.
get any fight in the top 10 of the WBC, get a couple wins under your belt. I heard Bill Haney saying he was taking a little break from it, or which is good. He should take a couple months break. T.O. took some months off when he lost everything. He
Hmm.
should probably take a good break, but get back in the gym as quick as possible because, like me and you say, that inactive fighter crap, it doesn't sit well. And we saw Charlo. He's been away for the longest, but he went back in there and got a win. So he needs to get back in there with a non-puncher that's in the top 10 that stylistically would favor him. I don't think there's going
Hmm.
to be many punches that hit as hard as Ryan at 140 anyway. But
Right.
he needs to get in there, get a win. The hell with the zone pay per view. The hell with the pay per view star bullshit. The hell with trying to mimic Floyd and trying to do shit before Floyd. Get a regular DAZN fight. Go get the Virgin Hotel. Go get the rock and roll. Yeah, go get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Get the look Fountain Blue. It don't matter. Get a couple thousand seats. Don't need to be much. Just get it on the zone because it'll still be a 500,000 to 1,000,000 boxing fans that are watching. Get you three
Mhm.
wins, and then get you back in there with a big fight. And everybody's talking crazy, Des, saying, "Oh, okay. Well, I got T.O. bigger, and T.O. I still think Dev beats T.O.
You
T.O.'s
still
chin
think
is
that?
not. Yeah, T.O.'s chin is not the greatest, and T.O. don't hit as hard as Ryan. And if Dev stayed there for 12 rounds and didn't quit, even though he
Hmm.
took on Ryan, and Ryan was hitting him hard as shit.
Hmm.
Ryan hit way harder than Linares, way harder than Lomachenko.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, that
Dez
was.
was going. Dev was going down, but he was getting his ass back up, and he
True.
finished 12 rounds. He could have just quit and said, "Man, I ain't taking this no more," and just stayed down.
Hmm.
So I think, you know, not saying he beats T.O. decisively, but I think he has a better performance against T.O. than he did against Ryan for sure.
Facts. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So
Um.
what do you think's next thing? Excuse me, what's the next best thing for him?
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Like we had talked about so I think Sandor Martin is the mandatory for the we got WBC, right? WBC.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sandor Martin is and which is good because that's the perfect fight for Dev to come back on. Not a big puncher. Um, he's kind of tailor made for Devin's skill set. You know what I mean? Devin can definitely work his angles, land that jab, land that overhand right. Like I say, he don't have to worry about Sandor Martin Pablo getting caught with a left
And don't
hand.
forget, Sandor did drop T.O. once, so that'll
He
help him
did.
too.
He did. I think it was more of a surprise, like a flash
It
knockdown. We
is,
really
but
see
it's
he really
still
ain't hurt T.O. He put him down, but it wasn't like no power. Like it didn't hurt T.O. at all. It was like a surprise shot jab, and like I think he put him down with a jab. Honestly, you feel me? So it was like off balance thing. Um,
right.
really
But
don't
that'll
have to
give him
work.
confidence, I think, Des.
Yeah,
That'll
it
give him
definitely gave him
confidence.
confidence
Oh,
and made him fight better that whole fight. A lot of people ain't like that Tio and Sandor Martin fight. A lot of people thought Tio lost that fight too. I mean, I
see,
can't really give it to Sandor Martin. Like I said, it was another boring fight where Sandor
snooze
Martin
fest.
really, yeah, really, he wasn't engaging at all. Tio really had to chase him around the ring the whole fight. It was another boring fight. But Sandor Martin is a good opponent to Dev to get back just to get his confidence back. You know what I mean? It's a very winnable fight. And if he goes in there and looks good, that's just a confidence booster. You feel me? He needs a fight that he's gonna come back, that build his confidence up. I just hope that sometimes when boxers take a beating like that and even in high regard and things of that nature, I just hope he bounce back. I hope it's not like another I wouldn't say another Bronner because
No,
Bronner
you're right
never.
saying Broner
Yeah, I
Maidana.
mean,
Broner
yeah,
hasn't been the
we can
same
say
since
another Bronner
Maidana.
like that. Loss Bronner took the Madonna, and it was a beating too. He looked at just how Devin Martin did. He had a puffed up jaw, like his jaw was broken. Seriously, if you look at Bronner, it looked like both of their jaw, and look at that, like both of their jaws were broken. But Bronner, like we said, Bronner, the guy, man. He never really bounced back. After that fight, he never threw his hands again the same.
Right.
He was
That's
always
what I was
gun
about to say.
shy.
He never threw it. He
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 never
keep his
threw his
hands.
hands. He was always gun shy. And as we know, like he started his boxing career went down a little decline. So I guess hope, and that was hard to see, bro, because Bronner had so much potential. But I guess hope Dev is able to bounce back from that a better, come back, get a good fight, and hopefully, you know, he's not gun shy. He'll go in there and perform and get his confidence back, and he'll still be able to, you know, compete at the 140. But it's a lot of ifs. He got a lot of things to work on. It's just a big question mark. But like, yeah, take your time, and when you get in there, just fix on what you got to do and try to bounce back, though. But
You seen the Martin
I
memes?
wouldn't say he's washed up. He's done now. It's just one fight. He wanted
Nah.
to fight. Great fighters fight great fighters. Somebody's going to lose. You feel me? So hopefully he just bounce back. But just humble yourself. Like not him, Bill. Stay out of Dev's business. Let him just get back to it, and just humble yourself. They'll get back though. They'll be all right.
Right. And did you see those Martin memes?
Yeah, it looked just like that, man. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly how it was, man.
The internet is undefeated.
Undefeated, yeah. It's
So
like we talk, Corey. It's like, man, boxing a tough business because I mean, like back in the day, you could lose, you could go home and regroup. You know what I mean? Only time you probably hear about is if you're out somewhere. But now these days, boxing, man, the media, if you get your ass kicked, they got memes on you across the internet.
yeah.
Everybody's talking about you. So man, it's a tough business when you take a beating like that in a boxing game. I just hate to say to prevent that, you know, just don't go there and get your ass kicked. Prepare, you feel me? Just make it a good fight. You know, people won't talk, but it's like, you know, it's a tough business to lose in the boxing game, though. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's something that he needs to just look at and say to himself, I can regroup from this. Ryan regrouped from it. Teo's regrouped from it well. There's no need for this extreme up, quit, go down. Because, and honestly, you brought up a good point. When it comes to Broner, he basically did it too fast. Like, remember, Broner jumped to 147 too fast.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Paulie Malignaggi, not a heavy puncher. He took on Marcus McDonough. He got a wake-up call.
Yep.
Then he went for Sean Porter, didn't do well. Went back down to Mikey Garcia, who was a tough 140. You know what I mean? It was like everybody that was elite. That was he did fine against Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas went against Pacquiao.
Yeah, and Jesse Vargas that was a draw. He didn't even win that, you know, and he could have lost that fight. I think they gave him that fight. So it was like a lot of tough fights after that. Bronner was never able to get that confidence fight and step back. Even and he did get that big payday with the Pacquiao fight after that, but like I said, he was gun shy after that. He barely threw his hands in the pack. He was a shell of himself after that. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way when he went to fight Pacquiao and never performed. You know,
Right.
So